My all butter pie crust is so flaky, it is reminiscent of a croissant, but much easier to make. And this recipe is for a single crust pie, so anything like a custard pie or pumpkin pie, this is what you're gonna wanna use. You're gonna need 10 tablespoons of unsalted chilled butter. If you're using salted, just pull back on the added salt by about 1/4 teaspoon. And you'll also need 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, spooned and leveled, 1/2 teaspoon of Morton kosher salt or 3/4 teaspoon if you're using Diamond Crystal. And then you'll also need 3 to 6 tablespoons of ice water. Start by pulsing together the flour and the salt, and then add in the cubes of butter and pulse until the butter pieces are about the size of green peas. Then transfer that mixture to a large mixing bowl and drizzle in 3 tablespoons of your ice water. Then use a rubber spatula to mix the dough together. You're gonna wanna press it up against the sides of the bowl to kind of bring the dough together. You might need a few more tablespoons of water depending on how dry it is, and then dump that mixture onto a piece of plastic wrap and press the dough into a disc. So I chilled this overnight in the refrigerator. You do not have to do that. You can just chill it for 30 minutes, but I find doing it the night before just makes life easier. Now we're gonna roll it out on some flour. You can also do this between 2 pieces of parchment paper, but I just do flour. I like to check in as I roll it and just fix the edges so they don't crack. I haven't rolled it out that much, but you can already see the big flecks of butter in there. That's gonna make for a really flaky crust. So for a 9-inch pie plate, you're going to wanna roll this out to a 13-inch round. And this is a regular pie plate, not a deep dish. I'm just going to fold it in quarters. It's the easiest way to get it to your pie plate. And then center the corner in the middle of the pie plate and then just unfold it. Back sides of my finger to push the dough into the corners. And now you'll just trim the overhang to about 1/2 inch and then fold under the crust and crimp it however you like. This is gonna chill in the fridge for about 20 minutes just to firm up. We've pricked the chilled crust and then we lined it with foil and pricked it again. So that will help any steam that is released from the pie crust to escape out of the foil and not get trapped in there and make a soggy crust. So now we're gonna chill this for an hour and then we will bake it. Bake the foil-lined pie crust on the bottom rack of a 400-degree oven. After about 8 minutes, the crust will start to puff up, so use an oven mitt or a dry kitchen towel to press it back down. The steaming, puffing, and collapsing is what will create those flaky layers. After 15 to 17 minutes, remove the foil and bake again for about 10 minutes to dry out the crust. If you're using a filling that needs to bake, at this point, add that filling and bake it again. If you're using a no-bake filling, keep baking the crust until it's golden brown and crispy.